Bitcoin. You may be wondering, what about everything else? Well, I got some spectacular news today about VeChain. VeChain is finally getting added to Coinbase. This has been rumored since 2017. Okay, everyone keeps asking, when Coinbase? When Coinbase? When Coinbase? And they recently, like a few months ago, did say that they were going to, Coinbase added them into some, I don't know, some kind of incubation program or something like that. So, but it's finally coming. VeChain and VeThor will both be added to Coinbase, right? And this is native. This is native VET and VeThor, not like a synthetic version or a wrap version. And that's a big deal for Coinbase because up until now, they only list ERC20 stuff and Solana, okay? But now they're supporting VeChain. They're natively, so that's fantastic. About time. And also, and this shows how many contracts that are ongoing, but also VeChain recently partnered up with Singularity.net to fight climate change. Interesting. So I'm glad to see, VeChain, to be honest, I haven't heard much about them, right? They're expanding to the West. They're trying to cater to more consumers, but still really B2B. But if you look, they do have quite a lot of dApps, okay, within their ecosystem. And it's still growing. They still lack a lot. They need some DeFi. They need some liquidity pools. They need some TVL. But you know what? It's not too late, right? Especially with the Coinbase ad. So that's good for them. Now, what else happened today? Well, Gary Gensler, he spoke in front of the banking committee, okay? And he says, I'm not going to play this video, but it basically, you guys know what Gary's up to. He wants to cause as much FUD as possible, I said at the beginning, right? No matter what Gary says, Bitcoin and crypto is not to be stopped, but he's going to try. He's not going to make it easy. He said crypto is full of fraud, abuse, and misconduct. Okay, and he is going to put his foot down and fix it all. No, he's not. But in the meantime, we do have to deal with this guy. We have to deal with the SEC. He's going to throw his way around, right? And he even confirmed that the SEC is using AI for financial surveillance. Interesting. I wonder if he's using ChatGPT. But of course, he is still in major lawsuits against several big companies. The Ripple lawsuit is not over, still ongoing. Also one with Coinbase. And Coinbase Brian Armstrong said that, yeah, it certainly would help if Gary Gensler is no longer the SEC chair. Duh, we know that, right? But I do think Ripple will prevail. Coinbase will prevail. But one company that's not going to prevail is probably Binance.us. Binance.us is looking bad right now, also due to SEC, right? So the CEO left today, and the exchange cut 1/3 of their workforce. That's not good. But the company says this action gives it 7 years of financial runway. So they are crypto only. There's no fiat on-ramp, off-ramp, right? And they still have plenty of crypto, but it's looking more and more bleak for Binance.us as everyone's getting canned or leaving. So unfortunately, Gary did cause this, and we still have to deal with Gary, right? He's still going to throw his way around. He's not going to make it easy. But one day, he will resign or get kicked out, and then the crypto space will be better for it. I did mention about Bitcoin spot ETFs. A lot of fund managers coming in, but hey, we may be getting Ethereum spot ETFs too. Because Ethereum is deemed a commodity and not a security, why can't we have spot ETFs? So now we have another one, okay? Now we have 3 applications for Ethereum spot ETFs as well. There's futures ETFs and spot ETFs. So if we get this, this would be good too. Ethereum can't be ignored. They're the second biggest in the space, and they are absolutely huge. Everything basically runs on ETH and EVM, right? So why not? We may be getting some Ethereum spot ETFs also, probably not this year, but probably next year as well, right? And when you combine that with an enormous amount of ETH leaving the exchanges, it's all the way back to like 2015 levels now, right? That's going to be very, very good. Very good for ETH in the future. So don't skip out on ETH either. All right, so outside Bitcoin and ETH, what else is going on? I saw right now token 2049 is going on, right? A lot of big speakers are presenting, and Polygon's co-founder Sandeep is talking about ZK rollups, right? And their new ZK EVM chain. I think people forgot Polygon invested $1 billion in the ZK rollups. They want to be, they want to utilize this as their new, main chain, right? Right now it's out in beta. The main chain is not out yet. So it's kind of like multiple chains right now. But Polygon is very serious about ZK EVM. So here is the look of the dApps that are available, right? But there will be a lot more. So yeah, Polygon is trying very, 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 very hard to stay ahead of the competition, which includes all the layer 2s out there, right? Like the Arbitrums and Optimisms of the world, right? So that's good for them. I also saw this. Injective is also another L1 built from the Cosmos SDK. They're technically in the Cosmos ecosystem, but they're like their own chain, right? And they're getting native USDC. Interesting. I always wonder how hard it is to get native stablecoins onto a chain, right? Like all the major chains get it, but I wonder what's the requirement? If you just need to pay them X amount and that's it, I don't know. But good for Injective. So now they got some stablecoins. It's surprisingly a lot of chains out there don't have any native stablecoins, right? I could think about like Cardano, for example. They don't have native. They have degen from Cody, but they don't have USDC or USDT, right? You have to bridge over a synthetic version. So you think about it, not every chain has native stablecoins, which actually is important because it helps bring a lot more people over, right? Especially when it comes to DeFi. So